This summer is the perfect time for your reset. You're gonna work on yourself, you're gonna put the effort in. This is great because your schedule is looser, you have a little bit more flexibility for experimenting with what works for you, what looks you kind of want to try out. And I'm gonna be doing this too. We're gonna be working on the trifecta: hair, makeup, clothes. Obviously, I don't need to tell you that you're already beautiful. We know that. All the girls here at On the Way Up are already gorgeous girls, but we want to put the effort in. We want to put in the work. We want to level up. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I think the really exciting thing about working on yourself in this way is it's really actually boring to have all of this like, oh, you're completely perfect the way you are. There's not a thing you need to change. You're just good the way you are, which is great and absolutely true. But if you're just walking around kind of feeling blah and kind of feeling drab and you're not excited about things and you're told to just stay the same way, how is that exciting? What is that? What is there to look forward to? On the flip side though, I'm here to tell you, yeah, you can do better. You can look even better. You can be even hotter. That's exciting. There is still so much room to grow. You still can feel way more confident, way prettier. You can just keep leveling up your whole life. And that to me is way more exciting than being like, nah, I'm just gonna stay mid. I'm just gonna stay exactly the way I am. That doesn't sound fun at all. I've got what's left of a cinnamon dolce latte right here. I've got my notes on what we're gonna improve on, so you can get a pen and paper out and we're gonna start focusing on what we're gonna do to improve this summer. First of all, and probably one of the most important parts of your look, is hair. The great news is that I want you to book a salon appointment. Whatever you do for beauty maintenance, it's time to do that beauty maintenance. And if you have virgin hair, I think that it's time to finally take the plunge. Whatever you've been thinking about putting on Pinterest, like, should I do this? Should I not do this? I think you should do it. I am partial to blonde. I think you should get highlights. I think you should get foils. I think just lighter hair for summer, it's just so classic. It's a classic for a reason. You've just got a fresh look. I actually was just hearing about how people are more likely to want to help you if you're blonde, male or female, which I thought was really interesting. And I think it's just really youthful, it's really fun, it's really fresh. I always feel like myself when I have lighter hair. But with that said, if you're like, no, I'm not going that route, I'm not getting foils, I'm not going blonder, that is totally fine too. I did used to have quite dark hair. I would dye my hair dark. And that also is so nice because your hair can look so shiny, so healthy, so soft. It's funny, I feel like hair dye gets a bad rap. My hair has never been so soft and shiny and silky and like beautiful to the touch as when I was dyeing my hair dark. So if you want to do that, that is completely an option too. But just do something. Virgin hair, unless you are someone with very, very dark hair or really vibrant, like maybe a really bright strawberry blonde or red hair, I think it's nice to have a dye because human color is just always going to be a little bit less exciting than having a hair dye. So even if you have brown hair, I would just go a shade lighter or a shade darker. If you're blonde, oh my gosh, if you're a natural blonde, please get highlights. Natural blondes, their hair lifts so beautifully and you just get the most perfect. You can have like these thick money pieces without worrying about your roots growing in. It's just the most beautiful thing. So whatever your hair color is, unless it's already pretty dramatic, go get some highlights, lowlights, dye, something for dimension. It's just beautiful. While you're at the salon, I think it's time to get a haircut. I know that I actually need to go get some layers cut in. I love layers. I think that a little bit, not like a lot, nothing dramatic. Unless you want to go for like a Rachel Green style, that can be really cool too. But when you have one blunt cut, it's really hard for your hair to have the same level of like bounce to it. But when you've got layers, when you have curls, the curls sit at like different spots on your head. So it just kind of creates like more of a little rounded halo around you. If you're doing a blowout, oh my gosh, layers look so good for a blowout. I'm talking myself into it right now and like I need to call the salon right now. And then face framing pieces, again, mine are getting so long. Look, they go past my chin, which actually is a little bit too long for me. I think just some pieces around your face. If you've got bangs, think something like a little bit wispy so you don't want like this blunt cut because that's really heavy and that's not very light and bright for summer. But if you've got just like some wispy pieces, oh, I just poked myself in the eye. If you've got some wispy pieces, some curtain bangs, a little bit of layer, so pretty, so soft, beautiful. And then you can do your roller here every morning while you get ready, which is exactly what I do. It's just so fun. You just feel so feminine, so girly. It's just get some layers. And then as for length, I like 90% of the time, I'm gonna say like I think longer is better just because it gives you so much to play with. I know I used to have really short hair, like to my jawbone, quite short. And it was great, but it was just like you had one hairstyle. You can kind of do like straightened or you can do a little bit tousled, but it was just harder to do fun things and it doesn't feel as feminine, it doesn't feel as girly. So if you're in that like 10% and you're like, no, believe me, I know that shorter hair is my look, it's flattering, then go for it, absolutely. But if you're on the fence, I would say just like long hair is where it's at. It's just so nice to have long hair. My hair won't grow past the length that it's at right now, which is, I don't know why, we just stop right there. So I don't even think your hair needs to be like way down to your waist, although that is super pretty, but just a little bit of something to play with that's just got that movement. So pretty. I love long hair. Again, it is personal. Some girls really do look so good with a little bit of shorter hair, like a bob or like even to your collarbones. But if you're not sure, I think just long hair is really nice. Even more important than color, even more important than cut, is just that you're styling your hair. Really, the thesis of this entire video is just put in the effort. Like, we are just here because we want to have a fun summer, but we also want to be gorgeous and glamorous and feel good about ourselves. And the number one thing that I'm gonna say for like literally every category, just put in the effort. Just when you wake up in the morning, just be like, yeah, I'm gonna be the best version of myself. I'm going to grab this day and make sure that I feel as pretty and as confident and as good about myself as I possibly can. And that really starts with hair. My routine personally, I wash my hair every 5 days and then I generally go to bed with wet hair. I know you're not really supposed to do that. It's like damp. Anyway, and then I wake up in the morning and I style my hair. I've heard you're only supposed to use heat on your hair once a week. Every 5 days is like basically once a week, so it's fine. You know your hair, but I really think like the heat damage thing is overhyped. The damage comes from bleach. Absolutely. That's what's damaged my hair, and I just get over it. The point of hair is so that it's beautiful, and so I wouldn't want to have super healthy hair at the expense of its only ever like my natural kind of wavy, kind of straight, kind of boring look. Like, I'd rather fry my hair but have it look good and then be like, oh, it's just not going to grow past this point. To me, having your hair look good on a regular basis is so much more important than like the health of your hair. You know what I mean? I know they go hand in hand, but if your hair has to be a little bit shorter or for your ends to not be like technically as healthy, it's worth it. Like, heat style your hair, make it look gorgeous. That's my opinion. The good practice rules still apply, of course. So never have your straightener more than, I think it's like 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I would use heat protectant, use hair oil. I use the OGX coconut oil one for my hair and I like that. It smells really good. Don't go over the same hair twice unless you like really need to, like a curl went really wonky. But like, I see some people straighten their hair like this and they're like, yeah, let me just straighten my hair. And they just do it like 4 times. Not necessary. Go over it once. And then hairspray. Nobody uses a hairspray anymore. I use a hairspray. How else are you supposed to make your hair stay the way that you want it to? So use hairspray. And then it feels crunchy until you just like brush it out. So hairspray and brush it out. Duh. I don't know. That's what works for me. Also, on the topic of hair health, having virgin hair is great for sure. It's super soft, super shiny. But I like having a little bit of grip to my hair that only comes with like a little bit of damage. Like, these curls, these are gonna last me like 4 days for sure. That wouldn't be the case if my hair was really healthy. Like, you need a little bit of grip. And I also feel like a little bit damaged hair has just a little more volume and a little more body. So a little controversial. I don't think that the healthiest hair is the best hair if you're looking for what I'm looking for. So if you're frying your hair a little bit, I think it's fine. It's okay. Okay, speaking of investment, I think that you need 3 styles that you just have down pat. And so again, with summer experimentation, this is the time. Learn these 3 styles. You have a little bit of spare time. Invest in making sure you know how to do your hair like really well. So the 3 styles would be just straightened, but with the ends bumped a little bit, like turned inwards. That way your ends just look beautiful. The second thing would be curling your hair. So the way that I curl my hair, it's actually a little bit Utah curls. Like, the very bottoms are straight. And the reason for this, I can't explain the science exactly. When you leave a little bit, like an inch or 2 straightened at the ends, for one thing, I think it's a little more youthful, a little more modern. So I just like that. It pushes the curl up further. Like, if I do this curl and don't leave the ends straight, all of the curl is going to fall to the end and the rest of my hair is straight. But if I have some pieces that is straightened in the bottom 3 or 4 inches, some pieces that are just straightened down at the bottom, anything that just gives a little bit of variety to like where the curl ends, it creates more body and it pushes some of the curls up higher. I said I didn't know the science, but I actually explained that super well. So yeah, Utah curls, like adapted Utah curls, I think that's a really cute look. You can do this with a straightener or a curling iron. There's so many tutorials. Find one, find something that works for you, know how to straighten your hair, know how to curl your hair, and then third, know how to give yourself a blowout. A true blowout with a blow dryer and a round brush is so awe-inspiring and so motivational to me. I don't think you need to know how to do that. You can fake one with a curling iron or a straightener and rollers. You can fake one with a straightener and rollers by just really rotating that straightening iron as you go and then putting it up in rollers and then some hairspray. that'll give you that really like voluminous blowout look, and you don't need to figure out the round brush and the blow dryer thing. If you have time to do that too, oh my gosh, learn how to do a real blowout. But I think a faux blowout still gives like gorgeous. Something's happening to Starbucks soy milk and it kind of collects the bottom, which is kind of my least favorite thing. You can't taste it, but it's kind of icking me out. Okay, makeup. Again, this is all just about effort. Like if I could tell you one thing, it would be just put on makeup. Just put on makeup every day. You're gonna feel so good putting in the effort, feeling put together. It's always so, like, you know, that classic thing that's like, oh, when you run into some guy and you're in sweatpants at the grocery store with your hair up, you don't have to live like that. Personally, I run into people that I know all the time, and most of the time I'm like, all right, like I'm ready to go. This is great because I'm looking good, I'm feeling good, I'm just ready, I'm just on. And you can live like that. You don't have to live in a state of being just like total disarray, like I'm not ready for anything. Who said you have to live like that? I feel confident and pretty much every day because I take that 15 or 20 minutes every morning and I'm like, I'm gonna look good today, you know? And you can too. Like there's no barrier to entry. It's like a few minutes. So you're gonna do that. You're gonna put on your makeup every day. If you really feel like I'm just not going to though, like that's the thing, I just won't. The whole high maintenance to be low maintenance trend I think is great. Like I personally have very, very light eyebrows. Sometimes I dye my eyebrows and then I don't actually need to do them for like a full week, which is awesome. So you could do your eyebrows, you could do lip stain, fake tan. You probably should be fake tanning your face anyway during the summer because we want to be sun safe but still glowy. Lash lift and lamination. I have never done this or gotten it done. Just every morning I'm there with my curling iron. But if you have it in you to do an at-home lash lift and lamination, or you're gonna go and get a lash lift and lamination, I think that's a great idea too. So if you've done all those high maintenance to be low maintenance things, your skin is looking glowy, your brows are ready, your lashes are ready, your lips are tinted, you basically just need like maybe some concealer and a lip gloss and a blush and you're good to go. But on the flip side, you might be like, oh, I cannot set aside a whole Sunday afternoon to put all that effort. In that case, you just do the 10 minutes in the morning. That's kind of the side that I fall on. I am much more likely to just do a small thing every day than a bigger thing at the end of the week or like the beginning of the week. So it really is personal preference. The point of the story here is that we're putting in effort, however you want to organize that for yourself and for your own life. I don't think foundation is a requirement, but concealer, yes. Brows, maybe. Depends on your brows. Me, I have to do brows. If I do nothing else, I have to do brows. But there are a lot of people. My sister has very full, very nicely shaped, very beautiful brows, so she doesn't need to do anything. The point with brows is mostly that they are there and clean. You are trimming and plucking anything that is not like contributing to the exact shape that you want, then it doesn't need to be there. Every day you're gonna be curling your lashes, putting on mascara, a little bit of concealer, blush, so pretty, bronzer. I think a powder bronzer and blush or a liquid bronzer and blush, both are super nice. So whatever works for you. And then to me, like the biggest requirement is gonna be lip gloss. I just love a lip gloss moment. You know what, let me reapply right now. This is the e.l.f. lip oil. They're like 10 bucks each, probably cheaper in the US, and I have 4 different shades. I love them so much because they're not sticky. They're just like lip gloss, reapply throughout the day. So glowy, so sparkly. I always find that lip gloss makes your eyes look sparklier. Like I think there's something to do with like the reflection, just everything about you. There's just a glow. You're like, yeah, I've got my lip gloss on. Okay, as for specific tips about makeup, I already told you about the e.l.f. lip oil. I also love the e.l.f. Halo Glow foundation. Everybody was hyping that up and it is worth the hype. Like it's really nice. Like I said, you don't need to be wearing a foundation every day, but for me, the e.l.f. foundation is so light and flexible and dewy that I think it's a really good option. So if you're not a huge foundation girl, but you still maybe want a little bit of foundation, e.l.f. Liquid Glow really is everything it's hyped up to be. For tanning, this is brand new to my routine. I always used a foam and then I use drops for your face because I put tan on my face like every 3 days. I'm just really, really fair. I am obsessed with the Hawaiian Tropic spray. Never streaky. It's like foolproof. I literally just spray it on my face. I know technically it's like spray it on a mitt and then put it, no, I literally, and then I use a damp face cloth to make sure that it's not like staining my ears or my brows or anywhere along my hairline. But like somehow it doesn't get on your clothes. The smell is gorgeous. It makes the most even and flawless tan I've ever seen. I don't think it's just the Hawaiian Tropics one. I think honestly, if you used any spray tan, not a spray tan, but a spray tan, I think that you'd have that experience. But yeah, highly recommend a facial mist. Also, one thing that you don't need to do is eyeliner. I I'm pretty anti eyeliner, especially for the summer. I think that in the fall, if you're gonna do a liquid liner, or pencil liner is fine. Liquid liner in the fall and winter. I'm gonna say nothing in the summer. And a gel liner, we're kind of done with the gel liner. I don't see a gel liner very often. You can skip the gel liner. Anastasia, I'm so sorry. No more gel liner. Okay, my favorite thing ever. Clothes, summer clothes. I have such a hard time dressing in winter because I run cold. I live in Canada. You need to wear a sweater and a parka. We're not dealing with that. It's summertime. So we're gonna wear some color. Again, effort. We're putting in the effort. We're not schlepping around. We are wearing color. This cute little, it's kind of like a boat neck. It is from Gap. I got it at the outlet store, and there's a yellow one as well, like a butter yellow summer. So I think color in summer, we have all year to wear navy and dark brown, and obviously you can wear that in the summer too, is so beautiful. But like, I want to see the light blues, I want to see the light pinks, the pastel yellow, some white linen pants. Like, you have no reason to not look just adorable all summer long. As for what you're actually wearing, I'm not going to give you a style guide right now just because there are so many, trends are always changing, everything. I'm going to give you a mentality, okay? So we're going to be wearing cute summer clothes. Like, I want to be adorable. I want to be wearing pink. I want to be wearing feminine things, but I also want it to just be kind of that Brandy Melville, like casual, like you can breathe. You kind of look like maybe you're at a lake house or something. It's cotton, it's linen, it's loose, it's not super structured, it's not really super tight, it's youthful, it's fun. So like, those are kind of the core ideas that I want you to have going into your summer wardrobe. The specifics of like this piece versus, you know, obviously we're doing polka dots and butter yellow this summer. It'll be something else next summer. That is up to you. But I want you to be thinking about the fact that you are this gorgeous, youthful, fun-loving girl. Like, those are the key words that you're gonna focus on when you're getting dressed in the morning. You're not gonna be wearing sloppy, old, dark colored clothes. You're not gonna be wearing sweatpants or leggings outside of the gym. You are a cute, fun, flirty girl. So like, dress in fun, cute, flirty little outfits, you know? And also, considering that it's summer, it was just spring, maybe a little bit of spring summer cleaning is in order. If you are looking through your closet and you're like, I don't feel like inspired or excited by any of these things, I hereby give you permission. You can get rid of the things that you don't like love, because you want to look in your closet and you want to be excited about the things that you're getting to wear. Like, when I pulled out this shirt this morning, this is a new shirt. I'm excited to wear this shirt. Like, I love this shirt. You have the right to get rid of things that you're like, I actually don't feel good about myself wearing that, or it represents a style that is like not mine anymore. So as you're looking through your closet to find out what is fun and exciting for you, you have my blessing. If you look at something and you're like, this isn't me anymore, get rid of it. Why would you hang on to it? Build a closet that you are happy and excited about. If you need to go shopping and pick up a few cute little tops and shorts and skirts, like, go for it. Do it. Girls, that is all that I have for you right now. When it comes to your summer reset, I want you focused on, like we said, this trifecta: hair, makeup, clothes. If you can get 2 out of 3 of those every single day, you're gonna feel so good about yourself. There's so many aspects to well-being and feeling good and confident, and the way that you present yourself to the world is a huge part of that. I'm so excited for our upcoming episodes where we talk about the internal parts and your mindset and your confidence and your relationships, but don't let the modern world tell you that looking beautiful, dressing up, and putting effort into your looks isn't important. Like, I want you to show up and I want you to blow people away every room that you walk into. So I hope that this video is helpful. I hope you have a little bit of a roadmap for what you're gonna do so that you can invest in yourself this summer. I'll be back next week with another episode. I hope you have a gorgeous rest of your day, and I will see you next time.